Oh, actually, I just heard from Beverly. Isn't that ironic?
Oh,
Wow.
I anyway, I'll read it maybe at the end when I'm not recording, but she must feel our vibration. So one of our Sangha
Absolutely.
sisters just texted in just as we're beginning our special full moon lunar eclipse class. So we know that she's here with us energetically. And so we are going to begin by actually, I'm going to read what I wrote in my email because I actually, when I reread it, I was like, wow, like that was pretty good, Deanne. I just sometimes drop into, I just like drop in sometimes and I just write like what comes to me once I get into that zone. But then and then I just, I check it quickly for spelling errors, which sometimes I miss a few. But anyway, when I reread this, I was like, huh, pretty good there. Anyway, so I'm going to stay consistent and I'm just going to read what I shared in my Sunday yoga reminder for classes. So you can close your eyes or gaze downward and just drop into your body and maybe just let these words wash over you as you drop from your mind into your body. So it's time to harness the energy and release and rise. So yoga practice provides us with an opportunity to drop out of our busy minds and into the wisdom of our bodies. Yoga is embodied present moment awareness that becomes meditation in motion. Yoking the energy of the full moon and eclipse season with our yoga practice encourages us to be present with all six of our senses, to feel grounded, and to celebrate with wonder and awe the miracle of life. Our yoga practice brings us back to our home and foundation in our body and with our breath. Even when the world throws us around and we feel fragile, we always have a home, a foundation deep within us at the base of our spine, our root chakra. Here we can feel our foundation and know that we have everything we need to manifest our greatest potential. We can feel an earth current of strength within us, and we can release anything that makes us doubt our fortitude and our resilience. We can run this earth energy up through our chakra system and connect with our highest potential, source, God, divine, infinite potentiality, through our seventh chakra at the crown of our heads. We can then pull the energy coming in through our seventh chakra and run it down through the chakras below to manifest our highest potential. So let this full moon illuminate your strength, your perseverance, your resilience, and your power to create your life. Gently release what no longer serves you and make room for clarity, healing, and the next phase of your human evolution. Pause, find stillness, then dive deep into your body, releasing any fears that hold you back, knowing that you can always save yourself through the power of love. So with that, I will sound the singing bowl 3 times and you can just allow the sound to penetrate your awareness. So let's come on to our hands and knees. We'll come into our table pose and again, fully embodied with our breath and just kind of get to notice where we're holding tension this morning in our bodies. Exhaling, drawing in, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, releasing, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, release out. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, release out. Good, do 2 more cat-cows again, just noticing where you're holding, gently releasing tension on your exhalation, and then come to your neutral spine, inhale, and then exhale, look over the right shoulder, open the left side body. Inhale, center, exhale, left, open the right side body. Awesome, inhale, center, exhale, right, open left. Inhale, center, exhale, left, open right. Inhale, center, one more time each way, just laterally flexing your spine. And then come back to your neutral spine, walk the hands forward a few inches, we'll move into our hip circles, we'll keep your core engaged so you don't stress your back, and then make these circles as large or as small as feels right for you. Again, just noticing now where you're holding the tension, maybe in your hips, maybe your knees, maybe your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists. Again, no judgment, just really pure awareness and gently releasing and softening on your exhalation. And then we can pause at the top and reverse, circle the other way. Inhale forward, exhale around and back. Inhale forward, exhale around and back. Great, again, making these circles as large or as small as feels right for you. And then pause at the top, inhale, and then we'll exhale, sit all the way back into a child's pose, a variation of child's pose that feels really, really comfortable for you and allows you to breathe in and just feel the expansion in your back body, feel the rib cage expand. And then exhale, gently release the tailbone down between the heels. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. One more cycle of the breath. And then we'll inhale, walk both hands over to the right side of the mat, open the left side body, a nice lateral stretch. Inhale, walk the hands through center, over to the left, open the right side body. Again, inhale, come through center, over to the right, open left. Walk the hands through center, over to the left, open right. And then come back up onto your hands and knees, engage your core, and then we'll release our forearms to the floor, and we're gonna come up into either cobra or sphinx, whatever's better for your shoulders. So we release down, and then inhale, lift up, eyes, nose, chin, chest, open up the front body. And then exhale, release down, inhale, lift up, exhale, release down, inhale, lift up, great, exhale, release down, and then inhale, lift up, and then gently press yourself up and back through child to a gentle downward dog, tuck your toes under, and then we'll gently walk out our dog, releasing one heel at a time to the floor. Inhale, rising, exhale, releasing, inhale, rise, exhale, release. And just being mindful of where you're holding tension in the back body, being mindful of differences right to left. And again, just gently honoring what is in your body and working that edge, using your breath, releasing tension on the exhalation. And then when you've done that evenly, inhale and come into your plank pose, engage your core, and then exhale, press all the way back into downward dog. Inhale to plank, exhale to downward dog, inhale to plank, exhale to downward dog. One last time, inhale to plank, exhale to downward dog, and then inhale to plank, release the knees to the floor, toes to the floor. Great, and then we'll come into gate pose, take the right hand under the right shoulder, inhale, sweep the left arm high and open, just like triangle, the alignment, and then exhale, gently take the left hand underneath your right armpit, little twist, inhale, sweep up, exhale, release, inhale, open, exhale, close. One last time, inhale, open, and exhale, thread your needle, and then open, take the bicep over the ear, get long like extended side angle, and then bring the arm up to 12, circle a few times, great, releasing, and then gently come into your table pose and listen. Let's do a couple of cat-cows here, inhaling, heart forward, gaze forward, exhale, release, And then we'll come back and tuck the toes under, come into downward dog. Once again, inhale to plank, exhale to downward dog. Keep your core engaged, long spine. Exhale, release, and then inhale, come into your plank, and then come into gate pose. So left hand under the left shoulder. Inhale, sweep the right arm high and open. Great. And breathe. And then exhale, thread your needle. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, thread your needle. Inhale, open and expand. Right, exhale, thread your needle. Inhale, open and expand one last time. Good, and then open, and then take the bicep over the ear. Just get super duper long. Inhale, and then bring the arm up to 12 and circle. And then gently release. And again, come into table and do a couple of cat-cows in between. Good, and then listen. We'll inhale and release the forearms to the floor and bring the hands together or interlace the fingers. We're going to set ourselves up for some dolphin push-ups. Again, listening to your body, keeping the core engaged, really thinking of move. This is mostly a core exercise. Also shoulder stability and triceps a bit. So inhale forward and down, exhale up and back. Inhale forward and down, exhale up and back. Inhale forward and down, exhale up and back, and then listen, inhale forward and down, exhale, release, and then come into a wide knee child's pose. So bring the big toes together, let the knees go out to the edges of your mat, and then fold your arms and make a pillow for your forehead. And again here, just breathe in and feel the expansion in the back body. Breathe out, release tension, soften. Good. And then we'll gently walk the knees in, come onto your hands and knees, and then step the right foot forward, draw the navel in and up so you get that hip flexor stretch through the left hip. Lift and spread the toes of that front foot. You know, Marianne and I were talking a bit on Friday just how valuable it is to have yoga toe sandals where you can really encourage your toes to spread so you can really use the full surface of the foot for balance and stability. So let's inhale, we rise, and then we'll exhale, move into a gentle twist, right hand to the base of the spine. Full cycle of the breath. Inhaling length, exhale, releasing into your twist, right? And then come back to center, step your right foot back, step the left foot forward, draw the navel in and up. Again, get that hip flexor stretch. And then sweep, and then release, and then inhale, reach higher, and then move into your twist. Left hand to the base of the spine. Again, full cycle of the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Great. And then we'll come back to center and bring the hands alongside of the left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot under. Step the right foot forward. And then come into ragdoll. Let the head be heavy and the knees soft. And gently just breathe into the back body and just again release and soften, letting go of as much tension from the back body as you can. And then inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, release into the fold, keeping the knees soft. Gently walk your hands up, up, up so you can come up one vertebra at a time, and then sweep high, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart, and let's just take several cycles of our breath to really, again, just like when we were seated initially at the beginning of class, really connect into that earth energy through the soles of your feet, feeling the contact of all four corners of the feet into the earth, and then pulling that earth energy up into the first chakra and then running it out through the crown of the head. And then again, pulling that energy from source, God, your highest potential, down, letting it filter through the crown of your head and then run down every single chakra and bring it into the earth, right? So feeling that, feeling the energy just moving freely and openly, and then we'll move into a round of sun salutation A, again making any adjustments to make this flow work for you and your body this morning. So we'll inhale, sweep high, and then exhale, fold, and length, and release. Step your right foot back, left foot back, come into your plank, and then lower to the floor. Inhale to your extension of the spine. Exhale, find your way to downward dog. And then release the knees and toes to the floor. Step your right foot forward, come into your lunge. Left foot forward, fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, release. Root and rise. Sweep high. And then exhale, hands to your heart. And then we'll do it all leading left. Inhale, sweep high. Great, and then exhale, fold and length and release. Left foot, step back. Right foot, come into your plank, lower to the floor. Inhale to your extension of the spine. Exhale, find your way to downward dog. And then release the knees to the floor and the toes. Step the left foot forward, come into your lunge. Right foot forward, fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, release. Root and rise. Sweep high. Great, and exhale, hands to your heart. Great, and then listen, we're going to interlace our fingers, take our hands behind our head, keep the thumbs alongside of the cervical vertebra so you don't crunch there. You're just going to inhale, open up and gaze upward. You can kind of focus on your brow chakra, the sixth chakra. And then exhale, gently press your chin to your chest. Inhale, open, expand, great. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One last time, inhale, open. Great, exhale, close. And then we'll inhale, open, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then root into the earth, interlace the fingers, index fingers together, squeeze the ears between the biceps, get long. Then exhale, hands right, hips left, like a crescent moon. Inhale, center, exhale, hands left, hips right. Great, inhale, center, exhale, open. Good, inhale, center, exhale, open. Good, and inhale, center, and then release, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and we'll get ready to do a second round of Sun Salutation A, bringing the hands to the heart. Great. And then sweeping high, and then folding, and length, and release. Step your right foot back, left foot back, come into your plank, lower to the floor. And then inhale to your extension of the spine, and then find your way to downward dog. And then inhale, the right leg high, diagonal hip square, bend the right knee, stack the right hip over the left, and open. Breathe in through the front of that right hip and the back of the left leg. And then square your hips, and if you can, just step the right foot forward. Listen, if you need blocks on either side of the right foot, have your blocks there. We're going to exhale, gently straighten that right knee, send the right sits bone back. Inhale, sink into your lunge. Exhale, straighten that front knee. Inhale, sink into your lunge. Exhale, straighten the front knee. Inhale, sink into your lunge one last time. And then gently release. And then listen, release the back knee to the floor and the toes to the floor. We're going to come into crescent lunge, interlace the fingers and open up through the front of that left hip, and then breathe. Great, and then listen, we'll release the hands alongside of the right foot, tuck the toes of the left foot under, and then we're going to come into a standing split. So just walk the fingertips forward, and then gently take the left foot off the floor, and then just breathe, keeping the right knee soft, and just release as much tension from that standing leg as you can. Again, feeling solidly rooted into the earth through the right foot. And then slowly and mindfully just float your left foot down so it lands next to your right. And then fold and length and release and root and rise, sweep high. Great, and then exhale, hands to your heart. And then listen. Let's take the hands alongside of us, turn the palms forward, spread the fingers as much as you can, and then close your eyes. And just drop in fully to your body, and just allow your sand to settle, allow your water to clear, and just notice as many sensations in your body as you can. Again, just this full awareness and presence in our bodies, fully embodied. And then we'll open our eyes and we'll do the whole flow sequence, this time leading with the left foot. So coming to the hands, to the heart, and then sweeping high, saluting the sun, and then fold, salute the earth, and lengthen, release. Step your left foot back, right foot back, come into your plank, lower to the floor. Great, inhale to your extension of the spine, beautiful. Exhale, find your way to downward dog, and then inhale the left leg high, diagonal hip square, bend the left knee and stack the left hip over the right, and open. Great, and breathe, and then square your hips, and if you can, just step the left foot up between the hands. Again, if blocks can be very helpful here, no stress in the front knee, right? Exhale, gently straighten the front knee. Inhale, sink into your lunge. Exhale, straighten the left knee. Inhale, sink into your lunge. Exhale, straighten the left knee. Inhale, sink into your lunge one last time. And then sink into your lunge, release the back knee to the floor, toes to the floor, draw the navel in and up, interlace the fingers, index fingers together, and just open. Again, feel all that openness in the front of the right hip, softening, releasing, and then release the hands, bring the hands alongside of the left foot, and then step the right foot in, and then float into your standing split. Again, the toes are spread, the foot is anchored, all four corners of your left foot. Your knee is soft, and you're just breathing and releasing as much tension in the back body as you can. And then as mindfully as you can, float the right foot down so it ends up next to the left, and come into your fold, and length, and release, and root, and rise, sweep high. And then exhale, hands to your heart, right? And then bring the hands alongside of you, and again, close your eyes and allow your sand to settle, allow your water to clear, and release, and breathe, right? And then we're going to inhale, take the arms out to the side. And if you can, interlace or clasp the hands behind you. If that's not good for your shoulders or your elbows or your wrists, just bring the hands to the hips. And then root into the earth. Inhale, little baby back bend, open. And then exhale, fold forward about a quarter of the way. From the strength of your legs, inhale, rise, little baby back bend, open. Great, exhale, fold about a quarter of the way. Inhale, rise, little baby back bend. Exhale, fold about a quarter of the way. One last time, rise and open, and then release. Great, and shake the arms out a little bit. And we're going to get ready for a round of sun salutation B. So coming in to your chair pose, and then rise, great, and fold, and length, and release. Step your right foot back, left foot back, and then come into side plank or gate pose, whichever is better for you. Again, lifting, opening, lifting the rib cage, breathing, and then come back into your table or plank to downward dog, and then inhale the right leg high and step the right foot forward, and then turn the back foot in. So we'll set our feet up for warrior one. Take your time. Again, root down, draw the energy up, and then out through the crown of the head on the inhalation, and then exhale, draw the energy down from the crown of the head into the earth. And then breathe here, and then slightly straighten the right leg, take the hands behind you, little baby back bend, and then fold out over your right thigh. Inhale, rise, little baby back bend, open. Great, exhale, fold out over your right thigh. Inhale, rise, little baby back bend. Great, exhale, fold. And one last time, rise, and then bring your hands to your heart. And then we'll open into warrior two. Look out over the right fingertips. And then gently straighten the right leg, reach both arms high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach, slightly straighten the right leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach, one last time. And then we're going to prepare for triangle. So if you like to use a block, you can have a block on the inside of your right foot. And then gently straighten the right leg, but not locked out. Arms out to the side, glide the hips left, reach right. And then rise and reverse, take the left hand behind the waist, reach the right arm high. Good, and then gently float into triangle number two. And then open, expand. And one last time, coming into triangle number three. Great, and then rise, soften, come into warrior two. Release the hands to the hips, lift the left heel off the floor, and then just step your left foot forward. Good. And then inhale, float right into everything on the left, come into your chair, and then rise, and fold, and lengthen, release. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Great, and then come into your side plank or gate pose on the left, and lift the rib cage, open, and then come back into table or plank to downward dog. Inhale the left leg high, and then step the left foot up between your hands. Again, take your time. There's no hurry. Turn the back foot in, and then root down, and rise up, and then settle in. Soft, steady gaze, smooth and even breath. Gently straighten the left leg, take the hands behind you, and open, little baby back bend. Exhale, fold out over your left thigh. Inhale, rise, reverse, little baby back bend. Great, exhale, fold out over your left thigh. One more time, inhale, rise, little baby back bend. Exhale, fold. Good, and then rise, bring your hands to your heart, and then open into warrior two. Again, gazing out over the left fingertips. Inhale, reach both arms high, slightly straighten the left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Great, inhale, reach high. Exhale, warrior two. One last time. And then release the hands. We're going to prepare for triangle. Again, if you like a block, the block is on the inside of the left foot. Don't hyperextend the knees, so you keep knees soft, then left knee soft, glide the hips right. Keep all that openness, and then breathe. Inhale, rise, reverse, right hand behind the waist, left arm high. Good, and then come back into triangle number two, and rise, and reverse, reach. And one last time, coming into triangle number three. Great, and rise, reverse. Awesome, and then soften that left knee, release the hands, lift the right heel off the floor, and then step the foot forward. And again, let's just come into Tadasana. And breathe. And then we're gonna do our balance challenge. We're gonna do a balance challenge. So Marianne, I'm sure you're aware, it's like 5 after 10.
Yeah, I'll do the balance and then I'm gonna pop off.
That's what I was thinking. All right, so that's what I'm keeping you in mind, but I figured you're looking at the time too. So for everybody, I'm gonna let you choose a balance pose that would serve you well, kind of thinking about the full moon and the lunar eclipse, and maybe calling to mind any habits or patterns that you're ready to release, and then thinking about what seeds of clarity or healing do you wish to plant. So thinking of, as you're coming into your balance pose, really planting those seeds into the earth, right? And really feeling that balance and bringing all of the energies together in a way that will serve you, So again, that place right in the middle, focusing your gaze. And whenever your body tells you, again, you're listening inwardly for the guidance, you're fully embodied in the present moment, and you're always honoring your edges, not overdoing, not underdoing, always just a practice that will serve you in a gentle, compassionate way. And when you've done that on the right side, just eventually come out and come back into Tadasana with the palms facing forward, and then close your eyes or gaze downward. Notice sensations in that leg that was just the supported leg, the standing leg. Noticing differences right to left. Noticing the quality. Noticing your heart beating. Again, just gentle observation, and then when you're ready, open your eyes and you'll do your balance challenge with the left leg being your standing leg. Again, making it yours, and again, thinking of those, kind of calling to mind the intentions of what you want to bring in and the intentions of what you want to let go of, and then plant those seeds into the earth, rooted solidly. And maybe pulling in the ocean breath, the victorious breath, if that feels right for you. If it doesn't, then just breathing in and out through the nose is just fine. Again, whenever you've done enough, again, honoring your body. It's always your body, your breath, your practice on your mat. There is no competition with each other. There's never any competition with some version of yourself that you think you should be or used to be or whatever. So take care. Have a great day, Marianne.
See you Wednesday.
I'll
Hi,
send you.
Marianne.
Bye,
Bye.
ladies.
So just coming back, eventually coming into Tadasana, closing your eyes, dropping in. Great. And then just listen, Karen and Marianne. I'm going to, on Friday, it was just Marianne who was in class, and so I did a little variation off the Moon Salutations sequence. So I did 2 rounds of the Moon Salutations sequence, and on the second round, I'm just telling you so you'll kind of know what's coming up. On the second round, we took it from a lunge, and then we went into crescent lunge, and then we went into grasshopper, and then we went into pigeon. So all on the right side when we do it the right, come back up, then we did the Moon Salutation leading left, and when you do the lunge, we would do the crescent lunge, and then grasshopper, and then pigeon on the left, and then come back to a lunge and go back through the rest of the Moon Salutation sequence. Okay, so does that make kind of sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Got
cool.
it.
So the first round is just straight Moon Salutations, so no difference, but then the second round will be a little different. So again, if you have the space to reorient your mat, great. If you don't, then just turn and face the right or left side, whatever is better for you. And then we'll interlace our fingers, squeeze our ears between our biceps, get long, inhale, and then exhale, hands right, hips left. Inhale, center, exhale, hands left, hips right. And inhale, center, and step your feet apart, come into your 5-pointed star, flip the heels in, toes out, female warrior, great, and then gently shift and come into triangle on the right, beautiful, keep the openness and then fold out over the right thigh, inhale, rise up, come into a lunge, high or low, and then walk the hands over to the right side, left side of the mat, lift the toes of the right foot, shift the weight, lift the toes of the left foot, end up over on the left, pivot, come into your lunge, shorten your stance, fold over your left thigh, inhale, come up into triangle, great, and then exhale, come up to standing, inhale, flip the heels and toes out, female warrior, great, 5-pointed star, and then step or jump, the feet together, interlace the fingers, flowing right into it on the leading left. Open, inhale, center, exhale, open left. Inhale, center, step your feet apart, come into your 5-pointed star. Great, flip the heels and toes out. Good, and then gently set yourself up for triangle on the left. Great. And then fold out over that left thigh. Good. Inhale, rise. Come into your lunge. Walk the hands over to the right, lift the toes of the left foot. Over to the left, lift the toes of the right foot. Come back over onto the right side. Turn the back foot in, fold out over your right leg. Inhale, come up to triangle. Exhale, stand. And then inhale, bend the knees, soften. And then 5-pointed star, great, and then step or jump the feet together, and we'll flow right on through. Inhale, reach, and then exhale, hands right, hips left. Inhale, center, exhale, hands left, hips right. Inhale, center, step your feet apart, 5-pointed star. Spin the heels in, toes out, female warrior. Release, come into your triangle on the right. Great, and then fold out over the right thigh. Now here we go. So we're gonna release, come into a lunge. Release the back knee to the floor, toes to the floor, and then come into your crescent lunge on the right. Inhale, gaze upward, open, breathe, and then gently set yourself up for grasshopper. So again, a block can be really helpful. Maybe walk the right foot forward a little bit or the back knee back, and then take the block, place the block on the inside edge of that right foot, and then fold. And then find a place again where you can practice right effort in action, right? Finding that edge where you can breathe in, pull the breath into the tension, breathe out. Gently release, softening some of that tension. And maybe pulling in the ocean breath if it feels accessible. And then release, come up, and then you're going to set yourself up for pigeon. So again, you can come into pigeon either by taking the left foot back and flipping the right foot in, or you can find your way to downward dog, and then inhale the right leg high, and then step forward, and then come into your pigeon. Again, whatever serves you best, and use a block or a cushion or something to support the buttocks on the right side, and then soften. And release. And then if you wish, walk your hands back and open up through the front of the left hip. Catch the back foot if you like to catch the back foot or not. Great. And then listen, release, come into your table and do a couple of cat-cows. And then listen, step your right foot forward, come into your lunge. Now we're going to go back into the rest of the Moon Salutation. So walk the hands over to the left, lift the toes of the right foot, over to the right, lift the toes of the left foot, end up over on the left side, turn the back foot in, fold out over that left leg. Inhale, come up into your triangle. Exhale, come up, female warrior, and then 5-pointed star, and then step or jump the feet together. Bring the hands to the heart, interlace the fingers, squeeze the ears between the biceps, get long. Exhale, hands left, hips right. Inhale, center, exhale, hands right, hips left. Inhale, center, come up to your 5-pointed star. Female warrior, settle in. Gently set yourself up for triangle on the left. Great. And then fold out over the left thigh. Inhale, rise. So here's where we're going to put in. We come into our lunge. Release the right knee to the floor, toes. Come into your crescent lunge. Open here. Breathe. And then gently set yourself up for grasshopper on the left. Bring the block to the inside of the left foot. Maybe bring the left foot forward or the right knee back a little bit. And then settle in. And then you can gently release. And again, set yourself up for pigeon. So again, coming in either from downward dog or just taking the right leg back, flipping the left foot in, and then sliding on back and coming into your pigeon using a block or a cushion, softening, breathing, releasing. And then if you wish, walk your hands back and open up through the chest, shoulders, beautiful, front of the hip. And then gently, when you're ready, release and listen. And then we come back into our lunge. Now we go back into the rest of the Moon Salutation sequence. So lunging, left foot, walk the hands over to the right, lift the toes of the left foot, over to the left, lift the toes of the right foot, end up over on the right, pivot, shorten your stance, fold, out over the right thigh. Inhale, come up to triangle, exhale, stand. Inhale, flip the heels and toes out, and then come into your 5-pointed star. Great, and then step or jump the feet together, bring your hands to your heart, and then we'll turn our palms forward and drop in, close your eyes, or gaze downward and just really allow the sand to settle, the water to clear, just become as aware as you can of as many sensations in the present moment. So really kind of feeling that wonder and awe in the present moment, and maybe expressing internally some gratitude to your body that allows you to do so many things in your everyday life. And so often we take it for granted, but our body really is our vehicle, right? And so to really honor our bodies and be fully embodied and be fully present. Watering our intention seeds with this full moon and lunar eclipse, and gently releasing anything which no longer serves you or isn't aligned with those seeds you're looking to plant. Just gently letting them go, letting that go, like releasing a helium balloon on a string. You just gently open your fingers, and then you could visualize that just gently being released. And then we'll come on to the floor, and we're going to move into a little bit of pranayama, and then a little bit of seated meditation. And today, again, thinking of the full moon and the lunar eclipse, and our Sangha sister Fran, I got out my mala beads, which have the moonstone, as well as the colors of Ukraine in there, and I just love these malas. So I'm going to be reciting the Lakshmi Mantra 108 times, and again, Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess or form of Shakti that helps us bring abundance into our life, abundance of health, abundance of wealth, abundance of whatever it is that will just help us to realize our potential and be full expressions in the world. So we'll start though by closing your eyes and just breathing in and breathing out through your nose, through both nostrils, and settling into your gentle ebb and flow of your breath, the gentle rhythm of your breath. And then we'll move into some alternate nostril breathing, which again, the alternate nostril breath is the breath that helps to balance the right and left hemispheres of our brain, the right and left sides of our body, the masculine and the feminine energies, the yang and the yin, the water, the fire, right? So all these opposites. So you just form the chin mudra with your left hand, the thumb and the first finger, index finger together, and then the Vishnu mudra with your right. So your right thumb controls the right nostril, the ring finger of the left, and it feels comfortable. So we'll breathe in through both nostrils, and then close the right, exhale left, 2, 3, 4, inhale left, Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. We'll do one more round. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. And then inhale right. Close right, exhale left. And then bring the right hand down and come back into your comfortable seated position and just move into a little bit of seated meditation as I recite the Lakshmi Mantra 108 times. So you can just kind of let the mantra wash over you. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Swaha. 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 Om Shri Mahalakshmi Swaha, 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 Om Shri Mahalakshmi Swaha. So then you can come off of your seat support and shake your legs out a little bit, move the energy a little bit, right? And then we'll gently inhale and just take our right foot over our extended left leg and hug in and wrap and breathe. And then release. Again, shake your legs out and then recross. Take the left over the right and breathe here. Good. And release. Great. And then listen, we're going to slowly come down to the floor, and we're going to do another posture that was suggested in one of the things I read about this full moon and the lunar eclipse. So we're going to practice Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're going to slowly lower ourselves down to the floor, coming down one vertebra at a time, and then we're going to take the soles of our feet together and turn our palms upward, and then just settle in here, breathing in, feeling the gentle openness of the inner thighs, gentle stretch for the adductors, and then opening the first, second, third, fourth chakras, and just again allowing your sand to settle and your water to clear. And then we'll exhale and bring the knees together, and then walk the feet out to the edges of your mat so you can reverse and breathe here. And then walk the feet in, and we're going to do our bridges. So if you like, take a block and place the block between the inside of your thighs, right above your knees. Bring your hands all inside of your body. Inhale, expand, then exhale, peel the vertebra up, up, up. And then slowly release down, coming down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, expand, exhale, draw in, peel the vertebra up, up, up. And slowly release down. And the tailbone touches, so take the block from between your knees. Inhale, expand, exhale, peel the vertebra up, and then take the block and place the block right at the base of your spine, right where it feels very stable, supported, comfortable. And then once you have that block there, take one foot at a time up off the floor, and then you can just stay in this variation of legs up the wall or kind of shoulder stand. Just use it as a restorative pose, or if you want to do leg variations, you're all familiar with the different places you could go here. So again, just really honoring your body and what is in the moment, choosing the practice that will serve you best. Again, thinking of our little intention seeds, watering those seeds, giving those seeds the nutrients they need to grow, letting go any whatever serves you, and thinking of making space, right, for growth. And then, again, there's no hurry. Whenever you're ready to come out, you'll return one foot at a time to the floor, lift the hips, take the block out, and then gently return the vertebra to the floor. And when the tailbone finally touches, just inhale and draw the right knee into your chest, extend the left leg out. And then draw the nose toward the knee, and then release and rock the head, rotate the head side to side. Again, inhale, length, exhale, draw in, and release. And one last time, length, draw in, and then release. And then hug both knees into your chest, circle, massage the lower back, circle the other way. And keep the left knee in, extend the right leg out. Get long, exhale, draw in. Good, and release. And rotate the head. Again, inhale, length, exhale, draw in. And release, rotate the head, side to side. One last time, come back to center. And then release, rotate the head, side to side. And then draw both knees in, circle the other way, and come into happy baby. Gently rotate, rock a little bit, side to side. Good, and then hug the knees in, and then you can rock and roll, come up to a seated position, or roll onto your right side. And then I'll give you just a couple of minutes to do anything you'd like to do to complete your practice today. Again, making it your own, doing what would serve you best before eventually coming into Shavasana. So eventually you'll Find your way into Shavasana, just turning your palms upward. And your feet are about 15 to 18 inches apart, and the toes gently rolling outward. If you need support under your knees for your back, use some support. If it's just not comfortable and you don't have support, you could bend your knees and place your feet on the floor just to protect your back. Again, doing what's right for you. And then turning the palms upward. Again, this posture of complete surrender and openness, releasing. And if you have an eye pillow or you need support under your neck, having that there. And then just really letting go of as much physical, mental, emotional, spiritual tension as you can, just surrendering to the force of gravity, letting your body be supported by the earth, by the surface beneath you, opening. And then eventually you can maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rotate your head side to side. And then eventually roll over onto your right side, drawing your knees up, making a little pillow with your hands stacked for your right cheek, surrendering the right side of your body into the earth, opening up the left receptive yin, feminine water side. And then you can come up into a comfortable seated position. Take your seat, embody your seated mountain, and then I'm gonna read just a short passage from The Breath of Joy by Dana Found. So if what I read resonates with you, allow it to penetrate. If it doesn't, just let it go. So this is page 28, Love Generators. Love is alive, each one of us the bullseye on love's target, pierced to the very center and source by the generous energy of love. There is no other course but to become love generators, little dynamos radiating the truth of love in all its infinite disguises. So namaste. Hopefully you can take some of what you cultivated on your mat and bring it out into the rest of your world and your day, and keep your intention seeds in mind and